Good afternoon, everybody. If you're new to this channel, welcome back, and I'm so happy to have you here. And I'm Jenny Becerra. I'm gonna be with you in this webinar. And give me a like if you are listening. All right, the sound is okay. And let's get started. I'm gonna be sharing with you today 10 things you can do to practice English on your free time. And let's get started. So first things first, think like a child. You know, like when you are a child, you start learning with easy things. So one of them is, like go with the alphabet thingy. So something you can do is like have like a notebook or like a journal where you can add words all the time to the things you're learning. And here I have, I don't know if you can see it, it has like a strawberry. So S as a strawberry and T as tomato or turnip. And okay. So that is one of the things you want to do. Other thing you could do is, of course, go with the movies. Like movies are very important. And, like you can learn culture. You can just... if you're a very beginner, you can subtitle thing, and that's gonna help you a lot. And if you're more like an advanced learner, you can just go without subtitles. Another thing you can do is to keep a journal where you can have like the movie watched and make a comment or write words that you're gonna remember later on, and that's super cool. And I'm gonna be sharing you like some of the movies you can just watch to practice, to learn. And first movie is Forrest Gump. It's about like this southern lifestyle in the US, so it's so cool. And remember just one thing. When you're learning, you always want to go like fast. So in this movie, there's like, run, Forrest. Hi, welcome back. If you're new, and if you're not, I'm so happy you're back. Okay. And another one is the King's Speech. And it's so cool because you're gonna not only be learning about the language, but also you're gonna be having fun watching this movie. Another one is The Breakup. It's like one of these rom-com, what you would call like romance and comedy. And I kind of bought this. Welcome, Alejandro. And look at this. I have a Christmas tree. And let me continue telling you. Meanwhile, I played this music, very Christmassy for you. The next one is The Hangover. It's a movie that, you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to be rolling on the floor laughing, and it's so cool. And it's just about some friends having a good time. And, something happened. And, I'm not going to spoil this movie for you. You just got to watch it. And next one is 500 Days of Summer. It's so nice. And it's an old movie, but it's so cool. The other one is Hoodwink. It's a movie that, hang on. Okay, I just dropped this. It's this one. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so give me a like if you can see it. Yeah? All right. Okay, so this movie is so cool because, it's this kind of Red Riding Hood story where, for sure you've read it when you were a kid. So it's so cool. And, it's very imaginative, it's very entertaining. And, it's just, like this kind of new vibe of this story. So it's so great. And another one is one that, I don't know if you've seen this movie, but there's this volleyball ball where you are just like having a face painted with your hand and some blood and in a ball, and it's so cool. And that's like so great. And that's one, it's called Castaway. And I know the new character that you probably seen all the movies of them, in that Toy Story. Toy Story, it's a story about this lovely friendship between Andy and his toys. And well, actually, I learned something after rewatching it, that you never see Andy's dad. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, I never realized this. And is just so great. It's just a very powerful and touching story. The next one you're gonna see is the Dreams, and well, I personally have seen just one part of it, and I'm sure that I'm gonna keep watching it, and it's so great. It's so great, and well, it's actually so nice, but you're gonna be so much more if you join us in our English for Everyone experience. And I hope you like it, and let me know if you're part of this program. And another one is one of nowadays everyone is so in touch with social networks, and that's called the social network. And well, I'm sure you know who Zuckerberg is. So it's so cool, and it's very modern. And well, that is the first thing about thinking like a child. Another thing you can do, when I began learning English, one of the things I did before I went abroad was I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many things that I need to know, and I still don't know, or how am I gonna learn all this vocabulary? So what I did was at home I had for instance, I would have this Christmas tree, and I would put Christmas tree with a post-it note, and then I would have that all over my house, with different things. And then a week later, I asked somebody in my family, hey, can you switch those papers around? So I've tried to remember to see if I know this word. And when I was in the States, it was so cool because I could remember a lot of things. So that's a great way to practice, what you've learned. And, some people even make a flashcard just to go learning about verbs in present, in past. So that's so cool. And okay, another thing you can do, it could be a rainy day, and you're just, I don't know, maybe at home, maybe you are outside by the park or something like that, and you can just grab one of these word hunt puzzles. And well, that's so great. Look at this. I've done just a few of them. Okay, here, I don't know if you can see, and it's so easy, and you're gonna be learning a lot of things. And well, I've been surprised, I've learned many things that I said, well, maybe I didn't know this, and now I know. So that's great. And another very important part of thinking like a child is go with this kind of books that you would I was in the States. I was in New York City, and then I moved to Suffolk, Virginia. And well, yeah, it was a great experience. I was an au pair, so it was very nice to have this. And I was taking care of a child. I remember, doing things with them in their free time whenever they weren't at school. And I loved watching movies. And also I enjoyed so much reading stories with them. This is one of the books we read. It's Arthur's Pet Business, and it's so great because even though it's for kids, you're gonna learn a lot, like, and since I was just beginning to learn English, I used to read for them, and they liked it, and they enjoyed it, and they helped me with the pronunciation and all that. So it was great. So yeah, let me know if you've read any of these kids' books, or maybe Dr. Seuss books. And well, yeah, I'm. Let's see. How about you, Johnny? Have you read any of the books for kids, or are you reading anything? How about you, Alejandro? Are you reading anything? The most difficult thing about pair maybe was missing your family, and in times like where people used to get together with the family, and that was for instance Christmas. Even though it was so nice, it was an amazing experience, it was difficult, like for instance that, because their tradition there with my host family was going with them for a special lunch the 25th. But as in Colombia, we're so used to wait for night to say Merry Christmas and all that. So that was super difficult for me because everybody went to sleep. So I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And well, I talked to my family, but even though they were in Colombia, and they were happy to hear me, well, they were far away. So that was one of the hardest things. And another one was my birthday, because of course that's a celebration that is so important for me, and I used to spend time with them. So yeah, maybe that was it. I answered your question. And well, going back to the topic, let's then gonna get distracted. So right now I'm reading this one. It's called Between the Bridge and the River, and it's a very unique book because you're gonna learn a lot of things about religion, about it's so amazing, with life stories, and so historical. So yeah, tell me if you are reading any of the books. Okay, it says you're reading a couple of books about Colombian history. Well, that's great. And well, actually I have a book. And hi Freddy, welcome to English for Everyone. I'm a monitor at English for Everyone, and well, yeah, I was telling you, Alejandro, that you can read a lot of stuff, even about your own country. Like there's a book that I read at college, and it was about these fair tales, or I don't know if you call them that way, legends about Colombia, about the woman. Good afternoon, Freddie. And it's so great, and it's so nice to learn. Okay. Another thing you can do, to learn English, is to listen to everything and anything you want. And you could just go with music, go with news, go with podcasts, go with, I don't know, radio interviews, go with some, I don't know, BBC listening or things like that. So one of the things that I can do is, you can go with your cell phone, and well, let me show you. Okay, you can download. I don't know if you can see it. All right, apparently, okay, here. Okay, so you can download one of these apps in your phone and install it. And look at this, you're gonna have a lot of fun. It has plenty of activities to do. It has like listening in English. It has something like how to speak English. And it's a great practice, you know, like you actually enjoy, and it's so nice. You can go from beginners to advanced. And yeah. Okay, so now we're back here. Okay, so that is one of the things that you definitely can do, and you can do from anywhere you want. And I'm sure you're gonna have so much fun. You can even play games about listening and things like that. I don't know if you have played maybe Good Afternoon, Wilson. Welcome. And I don't know if you've played maybe one of these like games for your mind. I'm not sure what's the name of the website actually right now. I can't remember, but good afternoon, Mr. Ferley. So nice to have you here. And well, yeah, like it's something like free games for your brain or something like that. And you can just play with games with colors or listening left, right, and things like that. So easy. And well, yeah. Another one is something that, you know, like I would like to invite you to do the year, and is enjoy to learn music. You know, like music is everything. And well, yeah, you know, like you may not have the best voice ever, but you can just sing along a Christmas carol. And well, it's gonna be so fun. And good afternoon, Juan Carlos. Welcome. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying this live webinar from English for Everyone. Okay, so another thing you can do, I was telling you, is that you just listen to any kind of music you feel like. Right now, I've been obsessed with All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. It's so nice. And well, yeah, I've been even, you know, like singing along in the apartment when I'm alone, you know, like just for fun. Or you can just go with, you know, like songs that you just feel like it. I mean, I cannot tell you to listen to pop or rock or reggae or anything, because everyone has, you know, like their own taste in music. So it's so nice to, you know, like listen to anything you want. And well, you can just go with the lyrics. And actually, there is a website. It's called lyricstraining.com. In there, you can play games, you can prepare activities, you can, you know, like have fun. It goes with intermediate, basic, and advanced. And it's so nice. And well, now let me share. Another thing is to, you know, like use the news to learn English. Another thing that you can do is, you know, like go with I don't know, maybe CNN, or go with I don't know. I think it's in that they sometimes have interviews to people, and they're, you know, like just giving the interview in English, and it's so great. And I'm sure this news, you know, like since they repeat and repeat and repeat things over and over, you are going to, you know, like be learning a lot of things from them. Some of them go so much, you know, like with the accent from the regional places, but it's nice. It's a good practice. It says, Alejandro says, are you a big fan? Are you a big Christmas fan? Well, yeah, I guess everyone, it's somehow like a Christmas fan, you know, like you just have a good time. And well, you know, like all the great movies that you can watch are, you know, like most of them have like English or English subtitles. So like if you're watching TV or something, I used to just cuddle in my bed and watch some movies with my sister that also likes English. So yeah, I'm a huge Christmas fan. But I wasn't sure. So let me show you what I have here. I have some reindeer. How do you like them? You like them? Okay, let me see. Okay. Oh. All right. So, okay. Some of the things that you can do to get the Christmas spirit going is, like try to watch one of these. How about Home Alone? It's so great. Oh, it doesn't want to sleep. Okay. So, and yeah, like it's just a great chance to like this. Many people went away. I'm back, guys. Okay, so I was telling you that it's a great platform where you can learn, like in different ways. You can find like people talking about recipes or people talking about, I don't know, video games or places they've visited. So it's a great way to practice. Okay, so let me show you. Where did it go? Okay. I like to like watch these videos. I don't know if you've seen them. Okay, here. To watch these videos that are so great, like to practice English. Like they're so nice and like you have different resources to the language. And okay, thank you, Mr. Alejandro. It's just a great way, a great opportunity to learn. And well, one of the people I follow is, let me show you. I follow this lady. Okay, her name is Nazanin Kabari, and well, she's not American, but she has, like a great channel given, and they're so great. And well, I hope you enjoy this. And well, if you want to follow her, let me remind you again, her name is Nazanin Kabari, and well, yeah, she's been so great help for me to okay, that I'm back with you. Okay, here. Another thing you can do is just watch any kind of movie. If you are like a big music fan, like you can just go with this one. I have like film favorites. So it has, like all these soundtracks for movies, like from Titanic, from Singing in the Rain, Finding Nemo, and Chicago. So what's your movie? Please comment down below. What's your favorite movie? What movies do you like? How about you, Alejandro? Do you like any movies? Are you a big movie fan? Okay, I hope you're okay. And well, I'm not sure. Movies. So I have the Beatles. Okay, this is the Beatles love, and well, connecting this one with movies, I've watched this 100,000 times. It's called Across the Universe, and like is this like musical performance all the time. Oh, you love fiction movies? That's great. I like this kind of musicals, like High School Musical, or this one. This one is so great. I've watched it so many times. It's called Across the Universe. It's my favorite movie ever. Well, no, I have so many good. That's one thing of the movies that I like most. So I was telling you that you can learn English using YouTube. It's a great way to practice, like to get together with friends and learn things. And I don't know, even watch. I've seen so many fun things on the internet, on this YouTube, that, oh my God, I'm amazed of how people do this. I'm like, oh my God, I would never do that in front of a camera, but well, yeah, they do it. So it's a great opportunity to learn. Like always surround yourself with English. Like what I usually do is, like I tell everyone, when you're beginning this internet today, so what's your favorite fiction movie, Alejandro? Which movie do you like watching? Okay, can you hear me? I was asking you, Alejandro, is your favorite fiction movie? Which one do you like? Well, it seems like I lost them. All right. So another thing I wanted to share with you, if you're rewatching it, I was telling you about 10 things you can learn English in your free time. Another thing is, like I was telling you that I follow this lady on a fun way to practice. Like you just have to follow the steps, and you can start with easy stuff like mac and cheese. Okay, you like X-Men. That's great. That's great. I like fiction, but I'm not a huge fan. But yeah, it's great. I like those kind of movies. And so I was telling you that you can, like practice English through making recipes. Like why not making a nice meal following directions, and um, just learning new things, experiencing, practicing by doing it, and sharing a nice meal. It's also nice. Okay. Another thing that I recently did was, I just bought this one. This is like a small journal where I can write down some notes, and well, you can do like important dates and things like that to do this fun thing to learn English. And something I'm planning to do in here is that this year for Christmas, like December 30th, maybe, I'm planning to make my resolutions. Do you guys have any resolutions for next year? So if your resolution is to learn English, well, you definitely need to join us in English for Everyone. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun, and you're going to learn so much with us. So I'm going to write down here the resolutions that I have for next year. And well, one of my resolutions is to write things that I want to do in my life, so they become more realistic, like sometimes things in your mind and you're like, I don't know, maybe I want to do this or do that, but I've heard achieve by the end of the year, probably all those things are gonna come true. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that you can do, write down resolutions. So let me see. Okay, so which resolutions do you have? For 2020. So please let me know in the comment bar. Okay. So what things do you want to achieve next year? Do you want to travel? Do you want to go abroad? Do you want to, I don't know, maybe like work on a talent that you have like putting these things for some time. So maybe you want to achieve those things. You want to become, or you want to become an actor. I don't know, all the things. So please tell me, which resolutions do you have? Resolutions are, like those things that you plan to have next year. Like for instance, next year I lose weight, or next year I wanna, I don't know, maybe go to Cartagena with my family. I don't know. It's the end of the month, and well, you just wanna write down the things that you wanna buy in the supermarket. So not on your groceries list in English. That's great practice. And like actually sometimes I go to the supermarket with this list and people look at me like, and sometimes even they ask me like, hey, do you speak English? I'm like, yeah. And we start talking. So yeah, it's a great way to practice. Like write down everything you need to buy in the groceries, and like every time you shop something. And yeah, that's definitely another way to do it. You were telling me the comment about it, and that's gonna be a great help. Like another thing you can do is like like record yourself speaking English, and that's gonna help you so much. And well, yeah. Another thing, I was telling you that I like to cook and to practice English. Like as I'm cooking, I'm recipe and all the ingredients and all that in English. So how about if you go to a restaurant and make a comment about it? And I'm sure, like maybe owners will be interested if you make a comment in their website or something like that. And if you're doing music to learn English, play with word hunt games, use news to learn English, listen to everything and anything, think like a child, download apps in your mobile, do DIY cards, watch movies, and definitely filled with love. Like I'm sure you're gonna learn so much. Other thing you can do in your journal is write down, like maybe quotes. Why not? Like things that you might find interesting about a person or an actor or a writer or somebody who inspires you. So that way your journal is gonna be full of good thoughts. Okay. And you say, but I'm not sure how much time I can keep up with this journal. Well, you will see that by the time you're doing this, you'll say, wow, at the end of the year, yes, I did it. So, oh yes, you can. Just, like don't be afraid of making mistakes. And, like it's going to be so much fun. Have like travel goals. Okay. And this is my motto for this year: best year yet. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and well, just keep making things to practice English in your free time, and I'm sure you're gonna love this experience. So please let me know in the comments down